Hello there everyone, welcome to this video. In this video we are looking at Doomed, which, when I originally saw this at the peddler's market, I was like, is he hero or villain? I was like, oh cool, maybe he's like some kind of anti-hero, right? But that's not true. He ends up simping for someone on the Justice League and joins Justice League. So, this video is late because every time I get a day off, someone is coincidentally late or calls in sick. So, all right. So it's not a bad comic book, but there's just some things about it that's just egregious. And if you've seen that picture that I shared about how this guy gets his superpowers, is basically he's a freaking idiot, and this is him interning at Star Labs, and the art's pretty good. It's interesting, but let's see. Can we get to the part where Dingus? Yeah, here's the infamous part where, oh man, that's so much better. I wasn't even thinking about the gunk in the room until I thought, wait a minute, crap, 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 crap. So you would have to be Reisler or Rinsler, whatever his name is. That's how much I could really care about this character. Is he's so stupid he gets his superpowers by being an idiot. Whether it's Daredevil, where he gets like industrial grade chemicals in his eyes, it's like a real tragic story, and then he overcomes his tragedy, or the chemicals give him the power to see with his ears or whatever. It's like Frank Castle and his family being gunned down on vacation or at the pier. It's not some marvelous, tragic tale that can like really get your heartstrings. So it's like our hero is a college freshman idiot who takes off his containment gear when he's cleaning a potentially alien like containment room. And yeah, and then most of it is just him moping around, and he transforms into his scary self. Let's see. I think it actually starts off with him in his like mutated form, which it's okay. The thing it seems like to me, it seems like this is all wasted, right? He looks cool. He looks like a villain, but it's just wasted. They could have done so many different things. And let's see. I don't know who wrote this. But like, no offense, but I think anyone, even you the viewer, could have came up with a better origin story and a better character to like. There's not much to like about this comic book. I mean, it's interesting, but the only cool character in this is a side character. And let's see if we can't. It's this guy. He's like an alien bounty hunter. They should have just made a comic book about this guy, and I think his name's Gary. Let's see. Yeah, and he pretends to be a child. Let's see. For example, Miles. So that's him getting picked for, I think, dodgeball. Let's see, where's... But anyways, it turns out that the gym teacher is a freaking alien human disguise. And see, that's a cooler thing. That's terrifying, because you have a alien in disguise that has access to human children. So you see where this comic book kind of falls short, because we have this alien bounty hunter that this is far more interesting a story. I mean, look at this. He has like a he has like a giant blaster, and let's see. Take this for example, 1 Dead or Alive and 3 Pan versus. Personally, I would have let him be no skin off my beak, though, right? But in today's economy, 1 million bearings isn't something to walk away from. So he blasts this alien that is a like multi-universal criminal, which that sounds like a more like awesome comic book than just some college freshman taking off his containment gear. And then here's the top class dismissed, coach. And of course, the guts are all raining all over the place. Normally, wouldn't do this in front of a crowd. I should dispatch a lot of them, but the paperwork. so, so he's joking about killing all the kids that bullied him, right? So, anyways, and it's this comic book had so much potential. I mean, it's not the worst comic book out there, but it's pretty bad. I think it's just a waste. They could have done so much more with it. Here's him getting him like by a bus because he's standing out in the middle of the road like a moron, which that seems to be a running theme. This guy's essentially the world's biggest idiot endowed with superpowers. And there's him saving the bus driver. It's pretty bad, but there's just elements in here that it would have been better if, like I said, if they would have followed Gary, the intergalactic bounty hunter, and of course they introduced some other side character in here. That's another. Let's see. It doesn't matter. He sucks anyways. Like maybe it's in this third one. So there's like 3 issues. The covers look cool. The covers is what got me to buy this garbage because it looked, different. It looked cool, but like this one is awesome. The pastel colors, the purple laser. It's just looks interesting, but it's kind of a dud. So there's this dude who's in like. There's people robbing artifacts, and he becomes Alpha Centurion, which the comic book doesn't do anything with this. This is just like a side whatever. Maybe gets, developed more in later issues. I don't know, but I couldn't be bothered to even hunt them down in a peddler's market or online to even finish it because Rinsler, whatever his name is, I couldn't really care less. Yeah, there he is thinking our main character is an alien because he mutates. They fight, which again is like really interesting, cool. The artwork's fine. So he's about to kill him. I think they get like mutual respect or whatever. And let's see, how did this one end? Oh yeah, it ends with him getting on a plane to go to the Justice League, I think. Next issue, Wonder Girl. So he's already simping for Wonder Girl. That's fantastic. So, unless if you see this like a set of 3 of these at a peddler's market for like $1 or $2. If you're gonna burn $2 on something, there's worse comic books out there you can waste some money on, and I would say this comic book is above mediocre. It's not really too fantastic. The art's okay. The side character Gary, I think is his name. I should probably look into that. But yeah, the bounty hunter is really, in my opinion, the main character because he's the most interesting. And that's really the cool thing that happens in this comic book is him blasting that alien that's disguised as a human, that alien like multi-universal criminal. And that to me just sounded like a cooler story. And that doesn't even have an like origin to it. Whereas this guy has a whole origin, and for 3 issues, we really don't care. I mean, I didn't. Because honestly, college freshmen, most of them are borderline retarded anyway, let's be honest. And yeah, it's an above mediocre comic book. If you can see it for sale somewhere, it might be worth $1 or $2. But other than that, DC Comics is kind of lacking with Doomed, in my humble opinion. I mean, the cover art looks cool, but like here they're teasing that he's fighting like Superman. And that doesn't happen in the second issue. Maybe it happens in later issues of Doomed. But like I said, I could really give a hoot. And that's it for Doomed. An unfortunate failure of a comic book. If they just put a little bit more effort into the character and the storyline, it could have been cool. And if they would have had him become like a anti-hero or a villain, like that's the main reason why I bought this. That would have been far more cooler than him just simping for Wonder Girl and the Justice League. Anyways, see you next time. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.